So yeah, hi, how's it going? So what I'm planning to do is I'm planning to make a series of videos, or I'm planning to just do an ongoing sort of running thing, basically reacting to, basically commenting on current events, mainly politics. But we'll see. Because politics, I'm into politics, and I pay a fair amount of attention, and I thought it'd be kind of fun. So if you're into that, that's cool, and everything. Yeah, it started off on a good note, started off on a high note. Jobs report is out, and the jobs report looks good. The wage looks like wages going up faster than they have in a while. Looks like unemployment down to 5% now. I think I'm not going to get into the weeds of this here. I'm not going to get real into the particulars of this. These are meant to be pretty fast, but jobs report out, looks good, looks positive. Yeah, and you have to be happy about that. You have to feel good for people looking for jobs, people who recently gotten jobs. So the October jobs report looks good. Bad for Republicans, bad for conservatives, at least in terms of the presidency, at least in terms of the presidential race next year. You're not going to be able to really run effectively, I think, on adding jobs to the economy if unemployment's at 5%. It's not really going to be the kind of election where you can run on jobs. And that wouldn't be so bad if there was something else, but the something else right now, as far as I can see, is we're going to take health insurance away from, I don't know what, 20 million people. Right? We'll get in, repeal Obamacare. So, yeah, I mean, it's a pretty terrible Republican platform from that standpoint, a pretty terrible conservative pitch, or if you want to conflate the two, conflate conservative Republicans in this case, which you don't have to do. But yeah, the platform looks awful, right? 20 million people are going to lose their health care if we get in office, and we're not really running on bringing back jobs because unemployment's down to 5%, so not great. To be fair about this, you turned to the Democrats, got slaughtered in the off-year elections, got killed at the state and local at the state and local level. I actually went to vote. It was quite fun. Nobody was there. No one was there. Yeah, I mean, the turnout was expected to be low. There's practically nothing on the ballot. It was very fast. Although I like voting. I was thinking it's kind of fun. I don't really hang out or anything. I kind of wonder about that. Anyway, everybody's always very nice, and it's usually pretty cool. And I don't know. It's also kind of nice to see fellow citizens. I guess I also kind of like voting. It's just a real rubber meets the road kind of moment. I remember when Obama, right, running against McCain. I realized. I really thought Obama. I thought Obama would win going up to it. There were all kind of reasons to think that. But I remember I went to the polling station at about 6:30 in the morning, and I met a woman there. I think she was probably late African American woman, late 20s, early 30s. Never voted before in her life, right? And she was showing up to vote. Clearly, I think she told me, right, showing up to vote because of Obama. And I thought, wow, he's really going to win this. There's just no. This is someone who never voted before, right? Bringing this person out onto the polls. So getting back to the off-year elections held on Tuesday, conservatives, Republicans did really well, state and local level, as they've been doing for a while. Real trouble for the Democrats, a really terrible hole that they've dug themselves out in the country. If you look at the governorship, if you look at the state if you look at the state legislatures, if you look at the local offices, if you look at the amount of Republican control, if you look at the land mass, it's amazing how well the Republicans have done out in the country. I'm not really going to get into reasons why here, and I'm not really sure. I have some ideas, right? I have some theories, like anyone else. But I guess briefly I would touch on. Perhaps it's a problem with organization. Perhaps it's a problem. It's clearly a problem with organization. Clearly a problem with turnout. Why the Democrats are doing badly at that, I don't know. You could look at that. Why the Republicans are doing well at it. I can think of various reasons. I think they're voters. I think the Republican voters, especially older, that might be part of it. I think it's probably it's definitely an older electorate that turns out for these things. Maybe it's a question of lag. Maybe the Democrats will organize. Maybe they can get people used to. I mean, I think the Republicans. I think probably one of the simple answers is they've had these voters. They've had these voters for a long time. They've gotten them used to voting in off-year elections, and they're good at keeping that going. I mean, that's just a theory, and kudos to the Republican Party. Compliments to them. If they've done that, it might be something for clearly be something for the Democrats to look at, and it would it'll be interesting to see if in, I don't know, how many years, 10 years, or you could make up the gap, or how you would make up the gap. I mean, one of the fascinating problems I think you see with elections, with getting turnout, with getting people out to vote, is these things just do not happen that often. I mean, this is also a problem with analyzing them. I mean, you can't really. Anyone who tells you that you can say with much certainty something about the presidential election, for example, no, these things only take place every 4 years. I mean, you just don't. Elections are just not that frequent. They're just not that common. So you just don't get that much data. You just don't get that much feedback. And so, yeah, I can see why this would be I can see why possibly this would be a real significant problem for the Democrats going forward. Right? You need to get people used to voting in off-year elections. You need to get them into that habit. How do you do that? Right? How do you get it? How do you get it started? Fine, you need to build up that habit. How do you get them in that habit in the first place? For the Republicans, it's going to be the problem that these people are dying off. These people are dying off. That you're bringing these older voters who've been doing this for you for years, and if they're going away, are you replacing them in enough numbers? So it'll be interesting to see how that plays out. All right, so that's it. I want these to be pretty quick, pretty quick. Get them done, get them up. So thanks, and great. Have a great day. See you around, guys. Bye.